US and Israel's war on Iran is showing no sign of stopping. In the latest, Kuwait has said that 2 of its power and water desalination plants have been hit by Iranian drones, resulting in significant material damage. Iran has not responded to this allegation yet. Now, this comes as Iran has responded to US President Trump's threat, warning that the entire region in West Asia would become hell, quote unquote, if the US and Israel continue to escalate the war. Let's remind you, on the 22nd of March, when Trump had first set a 48-hour deadline to open the Strait of Hormuz, he had threatened to target Iran's power plants. And Tehran, in response, said that it would blow up major energy facilities and desalination plants across West Asia if the US did so. Kuwait also reported an Iranian attack on a desalination and electricity plant earlier in the week, days ago, which Tehran blamed on Israel. There have been several attacks on desalination plants in the ongoing war, sparked by US-Israeli strikes on Iran on the 28th of February. Bahrain reported an Iranian strike on a facility on the 8th of March. This was an apparent retaliation for the US hit on Qasem Islands the day before, which had reportedly, as per Iran, cut off water supplies to at least 30 villages. West Asia is among the driest regions in the world, which makes desalination plants so critical for daily functioning, with many countries dependent on these desalination plants for domestic and industrial water supplies. Gulf countries produce roughly 40% of the world's entire desalinated water. The region houses over 400 desalination plants. 40 to 60% of total water consumption in UAE, Kuwait, Bahrain and Qatar comes from desalination plants. Iran's sworn enemy, Israel, gets over 80% of its water through desalination processes. An attack on these plants could create a water crisis in this entire region, gravely escalating the already intense war, now in its 6th week, making life difficult for the common people. And earlier we had discussed the ongoing war with Giorgio Cafiro from Washington, D.C. He is a professor at Georgetown University. Listen to what he had to say.
Trump has sort of found himself in a trap, and he's quite desperate. He does not have many good options at this point. I think he realizes that, and his strategy seems to be not really one of trying to negotiate with Iran in any serious manner, but just sort of issuing maximalist demands and then threatening, unspeakable amounts of violence on Iran in the event that they don't comply with the demands. I think from Trump's perspective, this is his most realistic option for getting Iran to do what he would like the country to do. But I will say that if history is any guide, the Iranians tend to not cave into this sort of pressure, or as they see it, outright bullying from the United States. And I think that Iran has demonstrated that it really controls the escalation ladder. And therefore, while the United States might make good on these threats that Trump is issuing, I think it's pretty clear that Iran has demonstrated that it is not blinking in this conflict. The regime has proven very resilient and capable of continuing to not only move up the escalation ladder, but to actually be the party controlling it.